Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome to my channel Computer and Code. In this video we will be seeing about final keyword in Java. So why we use final keyword in Java, that we will be seeing, and final keyword can be used with variable, method and class. So what happens when we use it with variable, method and class, that also we will be covering in this video. So final is a keyword in Java which makes any definition or value as fixed or final, which cannot be modified by user further. So suppose if I declare a variable as 90. So here in this line, I have declared int a equal to 90. And if I want to print it, then I will be using system.out.println, and I will be printing the variable a here. So I'm going to print a value, and when I execute this, I will be getting the a value printed on console. So 90 you can see on console printed as a value. Now if I modify a value like a equal to 100, and then again if I print the a value, so here again I am printing the a value. So here declared a value and also assigned a value as 90 at the time of declaration, and then printing a value. After printing a value as 90, again I modified here the a value, and then again I am printing it. So now if I run, I will be getting a value as 100. So we can change the variable value, we can modify the variable value. But if I write here final, then here we will be getting error. The final local variable a cannot be assigned. So it is now a read-only variable. We cannot change its value or modify its value. Its value, that is 90, is fixed and it must be used as 90 only throughout the program when it is declared as final. So the value of a has become final or fixed because of this final keyword in Java. So when we write final for the variable, when we declare a variable as final, its value cannot be modified throughout the program. The same value which is assigned at the time of declaration, the same must be used throughout the program. So it makes a variable constant or fixed. So that was about final variable. Now final can also be used with a method. So in method, when we are declaring a method as final, it cannot be overridden, it cannot be redefined, its definition cannot be modified. So for example, in this test class, if I am taking a method like I am taking display here, and within this display, I'm going to print a simple message like using println, I am printing here hi. So when I print hi, and if I call this using the test class object, so test o equal to new test. Now using this object, I will be calling the display, and when I execute, I will be getting hi as the output, which is displayed from the display method. Now I am going to create a child class for the class test. So I am creating class A, which will be extending, that is, which will be a child of class test. So when it is child of class test, it can redefine the method present in parent class. So when it is redefining, I am here just changing the definition but keeping the method as it is. And I am using here annotation also like, sorry, override. So for strictly applying the overriding on display method. So now the display method of class A is the overridden method. That means it is redefining this parent class method here. So it is just changing hi to welcome. It is changing the definition of display here. But now if I write here, and also if I call this method like using the class A object, so I'm taking here class A object. So A object I have created using the same display I'm calling, and when I execute, I get welcome. That is, when I call using the object of A, this display is hidden, and this one, the overridden display, will give the result or display the, or its definition is executed, we can say. So now, if I write here final, if I declare this method of parent class test as final, then you can see here we got a error. So we got error that we cannot override final method from test. We cannot override the final method from test. So its definition is now fixed. When we are writing final, its definition is fixed and it cannot be redefined or overridden. So that is about final method in Java. Similarly, now we have here class test, and class A is child of class test. So we are extending class test here. That means we are using here inheritance. Class A is the derived class which is inheriting features of test class. Now, if I declare this class as final, then here also we get error that type A cannot subclass the final class test. So that means when a class is declared as final, it cannot be inherited. So when we use the final keyword with variable, the variable value cannot be modified. It is fixed or constant throughout the program. When we use the final keyword with method, then the method cannot be overridden. And when we use the final keyword with class, then class cannot be inherited. So that is about final keyword in Java.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe or follow for more updates.